Detective Comics 1027 Preview. DC Comics have been on a roll recently since the 100-page anniversary special for Superman in Action Comics 1000 back in 2018. They've been producing some absolutely beautiful anniversary books. Detective 1000 last year, this year the 80th anniversary of Robin, Joker, Catwoman, Green Lantern, Flash and Wonder Woman as well, and they've all been absolutely fantastic. As DC Comics News resident Bat fan and editor-in-chief of Dark Knight News, I'm so happy to be previewing Detective Comics 1027, 1000 issues of the Bat, a huge 144-page tribute to the first appearance of Batman. And from the get-go, with a gatefold cover by Andy Kubert, it's just a thing of beauty. We see Batman surrounded by bats on the right hand side of the cover, and on the left him being watched by Alfred and Robin, while poor old Bruce mourns over the body of his parents on the night that changed his life forever and made him Batman in the first place. Then we get these wonderful alternate covers, decades variants and everything else, and the one by Lee Bermejo is beautiful with a classic Sprang Moldoff-esque Batman and Robin in the background looking over his more modern style leather-clad Batman and Nightwing of today, the original dynamic duo then and now. Fantastic. And the contents page, the list of talent that's working on this book is mind-blowing. Peter De Tomasi, Matt Fraction, Greg Rucker, James Tynan IV, Kelly Sue DeConnick, Marv Wolfman, Grant Morrison, Tom King, Scott Snyder and Dan Jurgens writing with a plethora of incredible artists. It's going to be a joy to read this book. Following on from that, more alternative covers, Batman and Batgirl, beautifully drawn by J. Scott Campbell, standing in the Batcave, a rank of monitors and the dinosaur T-Rex behind them. A fantastic Stanley Art Germ Lau cover of Batman and Batwoman. And obviously, this isn't 1,000 issues of Batman, it's 1,000 issues celebrating the Bat, because for a long time, when Batman was dead, presumed missing after Batman Rest in Peace, Batwoman was the star of Detective Comics, and what a star she was. Then we get right back to Grant Morrison's run, where Dick Grayson was Batman and Damian Wayne was Robin, with a fantastic, gorgeous, atmospheric cover of just the two characters by Frank Quitely, who is one of my favourite British artists. Then we get an altogether different dynamic duo in the form of Batman and Harley Quinn, and Harley is in full flight, daggers in hand, with a huge stalking Batman standing behind her. Another variant cover by the wonderful, wonderful Oliver Coipel. Then we've got two lovely little snippets of a couple of the tales in the book itself. The first starts with Batman fighting a horde of, looks like classic Universal monsters, a Wolfman, a mummy, a vampire, Frankenstein, but that does actually look a little bit like the modern DC Comics days Frankenstein in what appears to be some kind of museum, or possibly a Wayne-owned company, because there's a portrait of the Waynes and the monsters start a conflagration, the place is burning, and as Batman grabs a fire extinguisher, a mysterious light appears which affects him in a very strange way as we see him regress through the ages. We see a Breyfogle-esque Carmine Infantino, Dick Sprang transformation in our favourite hero, and suddenly there he stands in the Wayne Family Gallery as the 1939 original Batman, as created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, and even the portrait of his parents has regressed. And what is going on here? Stunning. In the second snippet, right bang up to date, Batman swinging through the skies. He files his bat grapnel through a window, crashes through and lands on his feet heroically. He runs into the building which seems to be on fire to save some innocents from the blaze, and he manages to succeed, but at great risk to himself, as we see on the third page that he's worn, he's weary, sitting on his bed, the sunlight draping through closed blinds. He seems to be about to write something in his journal, but he discards it to the floor, hangs his head down low in weariness. What's going to happen in the rest of these stories, I don't know, but I'm dying to find out. Yep, Detective Comics 1027 is on my must-buy list. What about you, readers? Let us know. We want to hear your thoughts. Take care. This has been Steve J. Ray for DC Comics News.